Bitcoin 30-minute chart. I want to show you something. Then we're going to come up with a trade plan. But just quickly, see where red turns green back here. You take these trades. You got to have a plan, right? You got to have a higher time frame bias. And when you do, it all comes together like this. You build your position down in here when it turns green. And what I'm proposing is to take 50% off at 1R. Once you've closed 50%, take the next signal. When that reaches 1R, close 50% and take the next, all right? And just keep going. Okay, these are all in the money. You've closed 50% off each trade. Do the same here, right? So this is a bit of a plan. And then finally, the last one might get taken out. But that's okay. The end of this green section. Not all these green and red are going to work out. You have to look at it from, the weekly, the monthly, and come in with a bit of a trade plan off the monthly, the weekly, and the daily. But we cover that in our VIP. It's called the weekly profile or the weekly blueprint. Anyway, long story short, we've been doing this in VIP all week, and it's just been a fantastic week for my members. And it's free for 14 days. You can try it. The links are on my website. You'll either recognize this. Now, if you are unable to stick to a plan or, even attempt to have some kind of structured trading plan, trading strategy, this is definitely not for you. But, if you have the ability to, follow a plan, develop a plan, let it evolve and really stick to it and be disciplined, there's a lot of money to be made in this space. So let's have a look at this. I'm going to just take those out and we're going to look at a trade idea. I'll just delete everything, remove the drawings. In fact, I'm just going to include TradingView. Oh, by the way, just quickly before I do, if you've already joined my Discord, if anybody reaches out to you with my name and image and they're trying to build a rapport and then they start to offer you some kind of thing, it's a scammer. Report them, block them. I will never reach out to you trying to build a rapport leading into an offer. I'll never do that. If you want something, you'll come to me. So be careful out there, guys. All right, I'm just going to publish this into TradingView and then we'll get into it. Oh, by the way, go to my website and check out the Gold EA bot. Share. Gold. Okay, Bitcoin. We're looking at Bitcoin, and there's a few things about this. We're going to go out to a weekly. Do a quick top down. All right. We've had a serious pullback. This, in my opinion, is still bullish. We could argue that is a thing if you're into diagonals. I'm more inclined to run with this candle here, right? This is key right there. If we hold above that, we're good. Now, things are starting to look okay here. All right, we're going to drill down and we'll get into it. But this level is a really important level. Yeah, I mean, look, we could also grab this and pull it through. We could do that. Why not? A lot of people are into these diagonals, so let's just run with that. So you got this critical level here. Like through that diagonal, it's really this low here. I don't even want to include it, to be honest. Look, it's to do with this level back in here. All right, go down, daily time frame. My bias is bullish. Now, the question is, is this the beginning of a reversal? It's looking good so far. I mean, we've got all of this range through here. And, I mean, you could argue, okay, we've got a bit of a triple top going on. And we've got this going on. So there's that's a bullish, that's pretty bullish. All right, nice. What else have we got going on here? This moves through here, this daily. I really like that. Okay, there's two really important levels. Okay, one is this one down below, but the next key level, big time, is just pick up these candle wicks above through here. Whoops. Okay, we got this, call it resistance if you like. All right, there's a ton of buy-side liquidity sitting up in here. Okay, it's moved into it, and you can see how it's reacted around that level, right? So we'll just call that a bearish order block if you like. It's probably not exactly. let's just say resistance. So we've got resistance at this level, liquidity pool. And like, as important as this is down in here, I don't want price to break through that, and I want it to hold above that. This is equally important. I want to see the break and retest of that. That's a full break of market structure. I mean, I guess that was a full break of market structure back here. Okay, fair enough. This would really confirm for me that big money is definitely targeting this external range high for sure, right? If we get a breakthrough and a pullback here. So that's what I'm looking for. At the moment, it's a little precarious. So we're trading into a big resistance zone. It's not easy to trade through that because, you're going to wobble around here and there as it has, right? So you can map it out with a volume profile. So let's do that. Grab the anchored volume profile. Let's just see if we can take it back that far. Yeah. All right, that tells a story, doesn't it? So to be precise, that is your level. The high and low of this volume profile, these nodes that are protruding here. And then you've got, so this is where most of the business has been done through here. So it's a serious level. This is institutional level here. This is where big money is invested. So, and down in here too, through here, see, this is the point of control, right? I guess this POC would be, for me, the next big level, right? So I'm going to mark that up as, I don't want price to go under that, all right? Let's just mark that up as a green support zone. So we're working within this bullish. We're working within this range here, all right? So we have an internal range, internal as in the low to the high through here. Well, you could pull it from back down in here, but I'm just going to run it from here. Okay, so that was flat through there, right? So let's just call this our range, low to high at the moment. So this is, if big money is bullish, they're going to be looking to target up here, external range. Okay, so we've got all this price action going on within this swing high. Hang on, let's just grab that. Right, this is important. So you've got this range through here, right? That is external to this, right? This is all internal. So this is the external range that we're now trading through. And if big money is accumulating down in here, this looks to me like, it's preparing potentially to continue bullish. And if that's the case, then that is your target right there. That's your target, right? So, you're going to find that this will do its thing, right? It'll rally and pull back, rally and pull back, rally and pull back, 3 drive pattern, and then you get that, right? Let's have a look at that. I'll show you this. 3 drives. 1 hour? All right, I'm always looking at what I, really feel is one of the best kind of chart patterns. 3 drive, and sometimes it'll extend to 4. I know a lot of people are into the Elliott wave. I'm not. But what I am into is whenever it's trending, I'm looking for, a drive 1, drive 2, drive 3, and sometimes it'll extend to 4. Either around 3 or 4, you're going to get that. So this is really important. So you got this trend, it moves, pulls back, moves, pulls back, and then at some stage they're going to run it down and take out this sell-side liquidity, right? And what you can do is you can grab the volume profile for one thing and the anchored VWAP. Where did it start? Well, it kind of kicked off here, didn't it? See the pullback into VWAP? I mean, you could argue that that's your VWAP point. Still a pullback down into VWAP. Pretty close to it. Yeah, I'm good to pull it from here. We're just looking at that now. So you see how price gets extended. This happens over and over and over again, guys. Pulls back, you buy. Pulls back, you buy. Pulls back, you buy. Get ready and be careful around this 3 drive, 4 drives, and expect a move back if it's out from VWAP, a move back down into VWAP. All right, my bias is bullish. We're trading into a big resistance zone, so yeah, it's going to be interesting. That's right there. So what I'm looking for is this now to, let me just wind that out. we could get rid of that and actually pull it a bit closer to home. Yeah, we'll do that. Volume profile is a really, really good tool. I don't know, is that too far? What does that look like? Yeah, that looks okay. All right. So what we've got here with the volume profile, it's telling you where business is being done, right? And you've got this node here, all right, telling you that there's a substantial value area through here. Now, I mean, I'd really like it to hold above that. I did say that, this is my area down here, but it's trending, and I want it to hold above that. In fact, I want it to break, okay, this node here, right? This is a trade plan. So you've got these key value areas, one here and one here. I want to see this trade up. It's tricky, guys. It's tricky. I want it to do this, okay? Rather than it just hitting this and pulling back, I'd want it to actually break that. So I'll be sitting out. I probably won't get involved with this until we get something like that. I want to see this really start to move and, give me some sort of sign that there's definitely bias behind it. So it's got to hold above that. And then, that I would start to get involved carefully, small risk. But if it continues up and then we break this high here, that's when I get really serious about this and, and go in with bigger risk. Because I want to know that this rotation on the higher time frame is actually a trend reversal. We don't know yet, right? So it's got to break that, all right? So then here, we're off to the races, to the moon, wherever you want to go with it. But remember that it's also trading into a big resistance zone. So it's got to chug its way through that. And then if it breaks above that, we're off to the races big time. All right, so it's got to, I think, look, it's probably going to grind its way through this. And it's not the best trading environment, trading into resistance like that. All right, that's just where it's at. That's my take on Bitcoin at the moment. So I want it to hold above that. Yeah, because see, this is at the moment is a bearish. We don't know if this is going to trend. That's doing that right now, and we don't know if it's gonna do that. I mean, you could probably look to sell if you want to go short if it does that. Right. So it's not like it's in a strong trend and it's all systems go, right? It's a bit dodgy. So there's two options there. Yeah, and this is VWAP here. So if it breaks under VWAP, okay, so let's just name it VWAP. Volume WAP, volume weighted average price. Right through here, VWAP. All right, VWAP is key. All right, so yeah, and this is trending down at the moment, right? So just be a little bit careful. That's my take on Bitcoin. I hope you've gained something from it. I'd love it if you comment. That's just where we are with it. There's, if it was in a strong bullish trend without, any hindrance, I could say, yeah, it's all systems go. But at the moment, it's a bit precarious. I mean, look at it. Okay, you've got that, and then you've got from back here, you've got that, right? So yeah, which way is it gonna? All right, it's above VWAP, so that's a good sign. Okay, guys, I'd love it if you commented. That would be awesome. Share your thoughts. And with that, have a great day, and I'll see you on the next one. In the next one. I need to go to bed.